video this. So here is the answer for number 1. Here's the answer for number 2.
Number 16.
Number 6?
Number 16.
16. All right, I'll get there in a minute.
Oh, so you haven't done that yet.
No, that was just number 14. All right, let me go back and show you again. I turned off the recording on the explain everything. All right, so here was number 3. Here's number 4. Here's number 5. Here's number 7, 8, 10, 11. Here was 14, and now we're going to go to 15. So for 15, they already gave us the volume of this present, and the volume that they gave us was 1,000 inches cubed. They want us to find what x equals. So if you recall, this present really is a cube. So shortcut formula for volume of a cube is just side to the 3rd power. Now, again, we can use our usual formula. Our base shape is a rectangle. So again, it would be x times x for the base shape, and then the height was x. So that's why I wrote it here as 1,000 is equal to x times x times x. X times x times x gives me x cubed. And then I have to cube root both sides. So the cube root of 1,000 is 10. Now I know most of you are using just a scientific calculator, so you could have guessed and tested and figure out what number times itself 3 times gives you the 1,000, and that would have been 10. For the next one, number 16, here you go, Chris. Now, this one is a bit challenging because remember, we're doing volume is equal to area of the base times the height. The base shape is a triangle here. However, this was not a right triangle. I needed to find the height of it. So what I did was I took my triangle base. So if I take this off, and then I draw in a height. Now what I'm going to do, in order to find the height, I've got a right triangle here. So I bisected this 5 and made it 2.5. And then my hypotenuse was 9. So then I did Pythagorean theorem to find the height of the base. So
I see what I did wrong. I thought that the hypotenuse was the height.
Okay. So then from there, I found the height. I rounded it to do 2 decimal places, and then I found the area of the base by 1/2, 5 times this number. I left the whole number on my calculator. And then the area of the base is 21.615. And then now I can plug it into the volume formula and solve for x. Because this x was the height of the prism. That's what we were looking for. Number 17, this is a cylinder. Again, remember your formula for volume of a cylinder is pi r squared height. So again, I'm going to set the formula, the pi r squared height, equal to the 128 pi, which is what they gave me, and then solve. Notice this x, this is a diameter. I need to turn it into a radius by dividing it by 2. So that's why I used x over 2 in my formula. And then when I square x over 2, the square goes on the x, the square goes on the 2. So this actually becomes, this part right here, x squared over 4 times 8 times pi. And then I simplified the 4 and the 8, and that's how I got it to 2 pi x squared. Divide both sides by 2 pi, and that's how I get 64. and then square root it, and you get 8 inches. So that is it for the homework. Anybody need me to go back to anything? No? All right. So, what you're going to be doing today, and it's due tomorrow, you need to do the 11-7 notes. So you're going to watch the video, then you're going to complete the homework assignment, and you're also going to do the 11-7 warm-up. The reason why I want you to do the warm-up ahead of time and turn it in is tomorrow's Zoom session is short. So we won't have a whole lot of time. I won't have time to give you to work on the warm-up. So do it ahead of time. We're going to go over that. Your homework over the weekend, which will be due Tuesday, is the test review. So we have a test next week. The test is going to cover all the surface areas for the solids and all the volume formulas. Now, just to show you what the review looks like, let me go ahead and show you what I've added at the beginning of it. Let me go here to Canvas. And down here at the bottom in Canvas, notice there's a Quizlet here. And over here is the review. And when you open it up, I've got a place where you could write down your formulas that you're going to need to use for the test. So again, it's open notes. So I would have the formulas readily available, whether it's on a piece of paper or right where you're going to know. You don't really want to have to open up all of your note files because there's too many lessons. So I would definitely have all of the formulas written down somewhere. This is the review, so it's got this page that you're going to fill in first. What I want you to do is fill in the formulas, and then here are practice problems. Now, one thing that I didn't tell you about was I did add an assignment, and nobody asked about it, but I did post an extra review last week. So if you did need extra practice problems, there was a review file with practice problems in it. So it should be in the assignments, and it said extra review. Let's see. Right here, extra surface area. You did not have to turn this in, but this was posted back, it had a date of April 8th. So this is more surface area practice if you need it to study for the test, and the answers are at the bottom. Okay, so go back. I would make sure that you're comfortable with working with all of these formulas. Start your running list. And again, the homework that you're going to work on is the 11-7 notes, warm up, and homework due tomorrow. And then your review is due Tuesday. Your test is a week from today. Any questions?
For the test, is it 11.1 to 11.7, or is it just 11.4 to 11?
It's actually 11, well, the 11.4 was like the extra areas. So the test is really technically 11, I believe 11, let's see, what was 11.5? I think it's only 11, let's see what 11.5 is. Was 11.5 identifying the solids? Let's see. So it's 11.5, 11.6, 11.7, and then all the surface area formulas.
Okay, thank you.
So 11.5 to 11.7, and then plus the surface area sections. Okay, let me see. All right, any other questions? All right, so I know we still probably have another 15 minutes, but you do have quite a bit of stuff that you could start working on that's due tomorrow. So if nobody has any questions, I guess you can use the rest of the class time. You can exit the Zoom call, but you can go ahead and start working on your 11.7 stuff since it's due tomorrow. Any other questions about anything? So again, the test, you'll be using your notes, and you can use your calculator next week. So the test is a week from today. And that's it. Pretty good? All right. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, Miss Corey.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is Corey.
Bye.